In this tutorial, we will learn how to choose and enroll into units. In the My Enrolment tab, you can find your study plan. Your study plan is a valuable tool that shows you what units are required, what units you have passed, and how many credit points are required for your course. Let's break it down. Here, you have your course title, for example, a Bachelor of Arts. Beneath this are the requirements to satisfactorily complete your course. You may recall from Tutorial 4, if you watched it, that these white rectangles are called structures. They show the different requirements of your course and the units that you can enroll into within each section. For example, this structure is for a criminology major. It contains 80 credit points. Just look underneath the box to find out exactly what is required. Generally, you will have two different zones of unit requirements to your course. The core zone. These are units that must be completed within your course. Within this zone, you might have your capstone unit, essential units, elective units including a minor, and a major or specialisation structure. You may find that your course does not have a major or specialisation structure. Then, there is your flexible zone, which has a choose button on the right-hand side. Your flexible zone will tell you how many electives you can choose. For example, this course has 80 credit points in the flexible zone. If you have enough credit points, you can also add in a second major, if your program allows, or complete a minor. You can find the rules in the handbook. Some courses will not have a flexible zone. If this is the case, you will only enroll into units under your core zone. Remember, should you need any extra information, you can consult our knowledge base. Alright, let's get on to the important part, enrolling in units. If your unit is not already on your study plan, you need to add it on. Consider what the unit is that you are actually adding. Is it an elective? Then choose the flexible zone. Keep in mind that some units can only be loaded in specific areas and can only be on your study plan once. Click the Choose button and it will take you to the Choose a Unit page. Don't know what unit to choose? Remember to refer to the handbook. Now you can simply search for the unit in the search box here by typing in the unit code. Once you have typed in your unit, click Search. The unit will now appear. It will also show you more details, such as the requisite information and availabilities for the unit. Please ensure that the unit code you select has 4 letters and 4 numbers. Once you have decided whether you want to add the unit, click Add to Study Planner on the right-hand side. You can add multiple units in this area. Once you have selected all the units you wish to add here, remember to click the Save Changes on Study Planner button down below. This will take you back to your study planner, where you can see the newly added units, which will now show as planned on your study plan. Your flexible zone still remains, but it now shows that you have credit points remaining for selection. If you wanted to change any of these units on your study plan, you can click the Change button on the right-hand side. Now, to enrol into the unit, firstly select the session that you would like to study the unit in, and the unit's study availability mode, such as Day, with on-campus classes, External, with online or infrequent attendance, or Online, with no required attendance. Keep in mind that not all units are available in every session or study mode, so remember to check the handbook. If you are unable to choose this, for example, you have a grey box like this, it means this is the only offering for the unit at this stage. This does not mean that you have to complete it in the displayed session. Once you've chosen the availability, click the checkbox on the right-hand side. The box will turn green, which indicates that you are eligible to enrol. Think of this as a green light. You can click multiple checkboxes and then click the Enroll button below. This summary page will appear, confirming you want to enrol in these units. If you wish to proceed, click the Continue to Enrol button. Success! You are now enrolled into some units. If you click Return and return to your study plan, you will see that there is an enrolled status underneath these units. If you attempt to enrol in a unit but are unable to do so, check for a blue Requisite Information drop-down link. If you can see that, it means that you haven't met the listed prerequisites for this unit, and you will need to complete those before you are able to enrol. Sometimes there may be other reasons which could prevent you from enrolling into units, such as a sanction. If this is the case, a message should be displayed above the study plan. Okay, all done. The next step is to create our timetable. In Tutorial 6, we will learn how to register for classes for those units. If you want to know how to withdraw from these units, head over to Tutorial 7. See you soon!